Since airing in 2005, American Dad became extremely popular and isn't going anywhere anytime soon. The cartoon, which follows the lives of CIA agent and father Stan Smith, is crazy enough on its own, but its fans have somehow managed to take things to a whole other level with some unbelievable theories about the show. We hope you enjoy this list, and make sure to subscribe to ScreenRant to join our notification squad and be the first to know of all of our latest exciting content.
Don't hurt me! I know it sounds cliche, but I mean you no harm.
The CIA knows about Roger. The story with Roger begins like this. He is an alien who was brought to Area 51 for testing by the CIA before the show began, but ended up saving Stan's life. In return, Stan brought Roger home with him and has been hiding him from the CIA ever since. If he is eventually found, he will be killed, and Stan will presumably lose his job, if not worse. But this fan theory has some other ideas about what the CIA might know or not know about our friend Roger. These fans believe that the CIA knows exactly where Roger is, and have actually placed him with Stan for protection because he was too unpredictable to keep at their facilities, and so they can continue to observe him. And the reason they appear to continue to be hunting him is to keep the Smith family from getting too relaxed and accidentally telling the world about the alien in their house. Also, by having the Smiths form an emotional attachment to Roger, it further ensures that they will actually take enough care to keep him as hidden as possible.
Stop it. Stop it, Wheels. Stop it.
Roger is the Smiths' first son. Because Roger is such an intriguing character, it's not surprising the bulk of the fan theories out there center around him. Some Redditors believe that Roger isn't an alien at all, but actually the firstborn son of the Smith family. They posit that Roger was a cool kid, popular in school with a bright future ahead of him. But one day, he was abducted by aliens, and was never the same from that point forward. After the abduction, he fell into a depression, began drinking, and retreated so deeply into his own mind that he started creating all of the characters and backstories that we know as Roger's disguises. They also say that the elaborate backstory of Roger saving Stan's life before moving in with the family is actually a product of his imagination, and that becoming an alien was his only way to cope with his own unpleasant experience with the extraterrestrials.
You asleep yet?
No.
Stewie controls American Dad. It's a widely accepted fact by now that Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, and American Dad all take place in the same universe created by Seth Macfarlane. But this fan theory takes this idea to a completely unexpected place, and to understand, we have to go back to season 6 of Family Guy to an episode titled Lois Kills Stewie. The follow-up to a previous episode, Stewie Kills Lois, this one finds Lois finally exposing Stewie for the mad genius he is. In one scene, Stewie gains control of the world's power grid, and who runs in to stop him except for Stan and Bullock from American Dad? Some believe that all of American Dad is actually a figment of Stewie's imagination, as we find out that the entire Lois Kills Stewie episode had been a simulation of his own creation.
So what you're saying is that what you experienced in the simulation didn't really happen or even matter.
And that they therefore live inside his simulation. The episodes we watch each week are simply Stewie running different scenarios through his program, which actually explains some of the crazier American Dad story arcs, if you think about it.
Oh, you are killing me!
A TV show inside of a TV show. While we did mention before that all of Macfarlane's shows take place in the same universe, this theory takes it one step further and imagines that American Dad is actually a television show within the Family Guy universe. There have been a few instances to back this one up, like the fact that American Dad is very self-referential, and that more than once they have broken the fourth wall.
Thank you to Timothy Crehan of Salina, Kansas for sending us this week's winning joke.
Alluding to the fact that the characters are aware that they are creating a show. While this is a common theme among Macfarlane's creations, it seems so over the top in American Dad that it's almost painfully obvious, if you know where to look.
What? It can't be the Rapture. If this were the Rapture, I'd be floating up there.
Stan is dead. Finally, this fan theory is one of the most popular and widely debated out there. After episode 9 of season 6, Rapture's Delight, fans everywhere gathered to wonder, is Stan Smith dead? And more often than not, they agree that he is. In the giant apocalyptic world-ending episode, Stan has to try to defeat the Antichrist during the Rapture. And when Jesus asks for his help to take down the Antichrist, Stan agrees on the condition that he will get taken up to heaven afterwards. Jesus agrees, and they defeat him together. When he arrives in heaven, he walks in and immediately back to the beginning of the episode. From here on, fans believe that the show takes place in Stan's personal heaven. They say that after this episode, his behavior changes wildly, and the show really takes off. That because he is living out his personal fantasies, Stan feels the freedom to pretty much do whatever he wants.
I'm sure.
And there they are, 5 of the wildest American Dad fan theories that are out there today. What did you think of this countdown? Do you agree with any of the theories, or do you think that some of them are just too crazy to be true? Let us know in the comments, and please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest from ScreenRant.